In high school, everyone has one particular thing they want to accomplish in their 4 years. For me, I knew what it was the very first few weeks of school my freshman year, to be a representative on homecoming court. Being crowned king would be just as nice, but being a representative would suffice. During homecoming my senior year, I learned 7 things while serving as a homecoming court representative. Number 1. Make your voice heard. My freshman year, I was very shy and didn't talk very much. You wouldn't have been able to tell that my senior year. I broke out of my shell and talked a lot, and knew basically everyone in my grade, as well as many others in lower grades. Sometimes, my mom would tell me to shut up because I talked so much. It was senior year, and my last chance to accomplish my dream of becoming a homecoming rep. I knew the only chance I stood of beating out the jocks was to yell out my name immediately prior to voting for the reps. We held a class meeting in the auditorium, and after the meeting was done just before the voting started, I didn't hesitate at all when I yelled out, "Vote for Trent!" I even remember my principal saying, "Apparently Mr. Podscalin really wants this." To no one's surprise, a few days later, I was told that an overwhelming amount of votes landed me a spot on homecoming court. Lesson learned: make your voice heard. Number 2, never be afraid to make a fool of yourself. My 11 fellow senior court members and I gathered at my friend Jamie's house to practice the high school musical dance, "We're All in This Together," to be shown at the Monday court assembly introducing the senior representatives. Everyone planned on being at Jamie's for half an hour, maybe an hour tops. We ended up spending 4 or 5 hours there before we finally called it quits. The Friday prior to homecoming week, we gathered in the gym to record our dance. Students walking by in the hallway caught a glimpse of our arms waving around, but just kept walking. Lesson learned: never be afraid to make a fool of yourself. Number 3, always perform catchy, upbeat Disney songs. Monday began the week with the court assembly in the morning, introducing all members on the 2009 homecoming court. Before us senior court members entered the gym, the lights went out and our video was displayed for all to see. We gathered near the doors and listened to whether the video would be a hit or a flop. Thankfully, we heard much laughter, and when we entered the gymnasium, the student body roared in cheers for us. Lesson learned: always perform catchy, upbeat Disney songs. Number 4, if you're going to drive to school with tights on, you better have heat in the car. That week was the only homecoming spirit week that I ever participated in every single spirit day. Stacy, the girl I was walking with, thought it'd be a great idea if we dressed up as the Incredibles for Disney Day. She told me that all I needed to do was give her $20 and she and her mom would go out and buy all the necessary materials. She asked if I would be okay with wearing tights. Regrettably, I said yes. I remember in AP language that day someone said they looked ridiculous, to which my reply was, "You look ridiculous? I'm wearing tights." Lesson learned: if you're going to drive to school with tights on in 30-degree weather, you better have heat in your car. Number 5, life is all about fun and games. Friday brought the assembly where all the homecoming reps participated in games. All of the senior reps had to get a t-shirt out of a block of ice and then proceed to put it on. Stacy and I went to the bathroom to try the blow dryer. No luck. No matter what we did, whether it be the blow dryer or rubbing our bodies against the ice, we couldn't get our t-shirt out. The next event was a sports relay in which Stacy and I were paired up with our friends Jamie and Santino, racing against the other reps. I was first and had to run down, grab a basketball, and dribble it back. The other relay events included moving all 4 of us through a hula hoop, not letting it touch the ground, and jump roping up and down the court. Fortunately, I was able to lead our sports relay team, winning in stunning fashion. My mom had come to watch me participate in the games. "Wow, I couldn't believe how fast you ran down and back the court," she said. "Me either," I chuckled. As the final event, I, along with my fellow senior reps, took on the teachers in a friendly game of tug-of-war. And won, of course. I asked my buff athletic director afterwards, "Did the steroids not work for you?" He just laughed and said, "Nope, guess I need to use a bigger needle next time." After a great end to the school week, it was time to prepare for the big night. Lesson learned: life is all about fun and games. Number 6. Patience is a virtue. Unfortunately, Friday night was cold, windy, and rainy, but nothing was going to deter the parade. We proceeded to the high school in a red convertible and headed out onto the football field for court. Standing there, we shivered, waiting for the winners to be announced. I scanned the crowd looking for people I might know. All of us wanted to just go inside and change into warmer clothes. Lesson learned. Patience is a virtue. Number 7. Make every moment the time of your life. The voice over the loudspeaker announced, "Your 2009 homecoming queen is Sam Quick." The suspense was growing. The voice boomed again. "Your 2009 homecoming king is Nate Wilson." And though I had lost and was freezing my butt off, I didn't care. I had the greatest experience of my life that week and couldn't have asked for better people to experience it with. To cap off the great week, I danced the night away with my fellow court members and had the most memorable time of my life. Lesson learned. Make every moment the time of your life.